Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, The Conversation. I'm your host, Mystique, and thank you so much for listening. Today, I want to talk about um, VDM, popularly known as Martin Vincent. So, like we all know, you can see him on my screen. So, VDM was arrested on Friday last week, and nobody knew who arrested him, but we all know because he's a very controversial figure, like on social media, and so people were just making speculations. Some of them were like, "Oh, maybe it's someone called Bob Risky because he talked about um that person like a couple of days before he got arrested." Some people insinuated that maybe it could be Tonto DK um with their long feud going on. So people were just kind of like speculating, but today we were able to know who actually um, signed the petition to get him arrested, and we all found out that it was Tonto DK, Iyabo Ojo, and Sam Clef. The lawyer said it, so I'm also gonna play the video of the lawyer speaking about it. So why did I decide to talk about this? So this is a very important conversation that we need to have going on further or going on forward as a country or as a people. So there's something going on in the country, and that is the freedom of expression, freedom of opinion. As long as um, what you're saying is not detrimental to anybody's health or anybody's life, I think we all have that opportunity or that right to speak our mind and our opinions within the conference of the law. And in a case whereby you're not able to speak your mind, and or if when you speak your mind you get arrested for it, then I think it's a cause for concern for everybody in the country, whether you like the person saying it or you don't like the person saying it, because it could be him today and it could be you tomorrow. And this is not new to our country, where we have people who are at the corridors of power, or people who have people in the corridors of power tend to abuse the law. They tend to use the police force as their go-to to get back at somebody that talks bad at them. And we all know that this is mostly done by so-called elites, so-called wannabe elites, and those who are related to the people in the police force. So the only good thing right now is that we have social media, and social media tends to like bring this to light and make us know what's going on. Back in the days when there was no social media, it was very rampant. Like if you grew up in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, you would see that those who used to live in face me and slap you communities, you would see that when one or two people are having issues and the other person has somebody in the police force or in the government, you would hear him say, "I'm going to go call my brother for you," or "I'll go call my sister for you." They will arrest you. And sometimes they do it. If they have siblings in the police force or they have relatives in the police force, they go tell them, and you see that the police would come arrest these people so that they can prove that they have power, and also so that those people who those police force that came to arrest can also make something out of it. It's a give and take situation when it comes to having relatives in the police force, and this is something that we need to talk about. We need to talk about it in 2024, that everybody's right is is enshrined in the constitution. If you read the constitution, let me open my constitution. I have it on my phone, and it's a good thing that everybody needs to have that constitution on their phone. Like you seriously need to know your right. I know that Nigeria may not be a functioning system. Nigeria is a place where rule of law is always abused. I get it, but sometimes we need to have it. So if you read if you have your constitution, and it's gonna be um, chapter 4, and it's gonna be where it says um, rights to right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. So if you read all that, you would get what I'm talking about. Then if you go to right to freedom of expression and press, so that's going to be chapter 4, 39, and it says every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. It's in your constitution. Let me read it again. So it's the 1999 Constitution, chapter 4, and it's fundamental rights, and it's under chapter 9, and it says rights to freedom of expression and the press. It says every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference.